What is going on, my fine feathered friend? Welcome back to another episode of What's Your One Thing? You are with your host, the beloved, the amazing, the sometimes funny Jordan Hiller. And today we're going to talk about why we're afraid to lose things just because they've been with us for a really long time. And we're going to tie this into the podcast. So, recently, too much information. We're going to give that tag, too much information coming. So TMI, I have had some plantar's warts on my feet. I've been going to the doctor for like 12 weeks to get them pared down, which is taking a scalpel and basically shaving it down, freezing the core, and then repeat ad nausea. But before it started, I obviously got one that was bad enough to where I'm like, okay, Jordan, you shouldn't be walking around in pain. Let's go to the doctor. Turns out I had a wart on my left foot. As she's going to start the paring down, she goes, do you have any more? I thought, not that I know of, but I have had this thing on my right foot for as long as I could remember. It's just this spot, let's call it. And she looks at it, she goes, oh yeah, that is a wart. Had no idea. It's been there for 20 plus years. We've been through a lot together. My wife's dug into it at a music festival with a pin and a lighter. Like, it's been a part of who I am. And it's a wart. It shouldn't be there. It doesn't need to be there. And she asked me, she's like, hey, do we want to take care of this one? Do we want to get rid of it? And I froze for a second and I didn't want to. As weird as that sounds, I did not want her to pare down this wart, not because it wasn't affecting me, but like because it was a part of me. I mentioned I had this story with my wife before we got married. We were dating and we were at this music festival and she's literally cleaning it out with a pin that she sterilized with a lighter, and she's cleaning dirt out of it. I don't know what we're doing. Crazy dumb kids. So I've got these weird, funny memories attached to it. And I'm remembering that story while I'm at the doctor, and I'm like, yeah, and you know what? Let's hold off on that. Maybe it's going to hurt because it's been there, but I wasn't worried about hurting. I was worried about getting rid of it because it's just been there for forever. Why continue to hold on to it? To have this one story from 10 years ago? So I did decide to, yes, let's take care of it. Let's get rid of it. It's not needed. It's probably hurting my body. Maybe I'm walking funny. But that got me thinking, what else do we hold on to just for the sole fact that it's always been a part of our lives? And sorry to say, folks, this podcast is starting to feel like that wart. We are coming up on episode 51, and I still don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where the show is going. I don't know what I'm doing with it. And now I'm starting to think, am I coming back week after week just because I have been, and I don't want to break that streak? I need to sit down and really come to terms with getting this wart removed. Or am I going to keep it? And maybe that's what this episode is for this week. What are you holding on to just for the sake of familiarity? Familiarity. Welcome to the show where I don't know English words. What are you holding on to just because it is familiar? Because it's always been there, even though it serves no purpose. It might even be a drag. It might even be bringing you down, but it gives you a sense of security. It's a false sense of security, but it gives you this sense of this is me and this is how life is. So that's what I'm going to reflect on this week. As we come into week 51 of What's Your One Thing, maybe I find a different one. Maybe you find a different one. And maybe we put a pin in this on episode 52 because I'm not a crazy person and I'm not going to just drop it one episode short of a year. But hey, maybe I take a break and I really do some soul searching and I figure out what's the point of all of this? Why do I continue? What is it for? What is this show doing besides giving me 30 minutes a week to ramble and get people to listen to my crazy thought processes? But is it helping? I don't know, but I would like to know. Have you gotten any value from the show? Or am I something that is just progressing because it's been a part of my journey for a year. If you've gotten any value from the last 50 episodes, I'd love to hear from you. Send me a note at whatsyourone@gmail.com and let me know. Have I been a part of your routine into work, the gym, doing the dishes? Have I given you any insight, a laugh, anything? Have I brought a single bit of value into your life? Please, please, please send me a message so that I know that I'm not alone and maybe, just maybe, might not be a wart on your foot. I want to be here for a purpose and I want to make a difference. So, yeah, let me know. And then jump back next week, this time, Girl Scouts, for episode 52. 1 whole year of the podcast. We'll do some recaps. We'll have some fun. Maybe a surprise guest or two. And yeah, we'll take it from there. And who knows? You might come back on a Monday, and I just might not be here. Let me know if you want that not to happen. All right. This is now my third recording because the second time was very depressing. I was a little sad sack crying into the microphone. Oh, I need some medication. All right, folks. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Whenever you listen to this. Yeah, you with those headphones and your earballs listening to me ramble. Yeah, I'm talking to you while you're doing that thing. Yeah, thanks for giving me your time and your attention. Now go send me an email because I'm a needy, needy, needy man. All right, peace out, Girl Scouts. I will see you next week. Jordan out. You are so sad, Jordan. That was very